Stephanie Link. I'm CIO at TheStreet and co-portfolio manager of Action Alerts Plus. Here with me is Colin Gillis of BGC. He's the tech expert and made a phenomenal call last week on Microsoft, downgrading it before everyone else. So I want to get your take on a couple of names this week.
All right, let's do it. It's been a crazy week so far, too.
So far, nuts. But I want to get your take on Apple first because it fell below the $400 level. Tell me what you think.
The Crazy Eddie special, right? $399.99. So, look, if you think about Apple, the March quarter results, the company has not pre-announced, right? So that's likely going to be in that range of guidance that they've given. But that's not what's got investors spooked. It's the June quarter because we still have this product vacuum. And we know that new products, their life cycle gets shorter and shorter. It's probably 6 months or so. Right? We know that ASPs, the average selling prices in the space, are dropping. People are making comparisons to the smartphone market to PCs. They started off being high margin, and then margins just got ground down over time. So the June quarter is what's looking to be the trough.
So are they going to be able to do better than 38% gross margins for this quarter? And where do they guide margins for next quarter based on all of this?
Sure, right. And if you look at some of the reports that are coming out from iPad mini sales and the screens, as well as Cirrus Logic today, the concern is that there's a lot of inventory still in the channel. Now, gross margins are likely to drift down, right? But they're not going to drift down significantly. Apple does a good job of maintaining its pricing, even if it's at the expense of volume. That's why everyone wants to see an inexpensive iPhone to chase after where the growth is in the marketplace, and that's that sort of $400 to $300 ASP phone.
So when do I buy it? Do I buy it before the quarter? I know it's a tough question.
Yeah.
Or do I just have to wait until we get a better sense on the product cycle story? Because I'm not that excited for 5S. I don't know about you, but that's not going to drive it for me.
Right. A little bit of margin expansion on that. Maybe fingerprint authentication, which could be nice for people who have their phones stolen. But again, right? Nothing too revolutionary.
Yeah.
Listen, right? For those of us who have been on the sidelines, I've still got my hold rating. I watch that stock drop, I watch it drop, and say, when do you want to pull the trigger and get more positive? And it seemed like we were baselining at 420, and it keeps dropping down again. So you have to ask yourself the question: when is the bad news of the June quarter, known?
See, to me, I don't mind chasing this up a couple of dollars rather than catching a falling knife.
That's it.
That's just my, because it's risk averse. You're trying to control your risk, right?
And it's, as we talked, earlier, it's still a large market cap right now. It's no longer number one. Today, it dropped to the second largest market cap behind ExxonMobil. But it's a big number of holders, who have the stock in their portfolio. So the incremental buyer is still not there for Apple.